Good day, Sacramento. I'm Dina Kupfer, and yes, I know it doesn't look like it, but we are inside of the Golden One Center. The hardwood has been replaced with dirt and mud, and it is packed and ready for Monster Jam, the return of this super fun, family-friendly event. It's all happening tonight at 7, and then it goes through the weekend. If you haven't been, this segment, we're not going to turn the engines on because it's so deafening and so loud, you won't be able to hear anything else. But we are going to get to know one of the top drivers, the Rookie of the Year, Ashley, who is the driver of Megalodon. Look at this vehicle behind us. Good morning to you.
Good morning. I'm so excited to be here with Megalodon, and it's going to be a great weekend.
Yes, it sure is. Okay, so let's talk about Monster Jam because a lot of people see this, and you've probably seen it on TV, you've seen it on YouTube. Being in these trucks, these are massive. And you didn't start out driving something like this. So what was the path to get to being behind Megalodon?
Yeah, not the typical dream to be in a 12,000-pound monster, but that was my dream. And as a little girl, ever since I could remember, I've always just wanted to go fast, and I've always wanted to be wheeling something. So I grew up in the sand dunes with my family, and that recreational love turned into a desire to want to just go faster. I completed a dream and went top fuel racing. Yes. I've been 323 miles per hour, but another major dream
of mine. That's a really big deal. That's so fast.
Very fast, right? But no, another massive dream of mine was to be with Monster Jam and to compete with some of the best of them. And here I am. This is my 4th time back here at Sacramento, and I'm just so thrilled to do it because pinch me, I'm dreaming. This is a little girl's dream come true. It really is.
It totally is. And I know my 3-year-old daughter is watching, and she is probably going to be inspired by you. You don't realize the next generation of girls you're inspiring. And I love that you're a California girl, so it's kind of a welcoming home for you.
Absolutely. And no, honestly, that's what it's all about for me because it's so cool having this dream come true driving, right? But now being on the other side of the ropes, so to speak, and getting to be at pit party where we have all the kids come up, line up to meet the trucks and the drivers. It is so cool seeing that twinkle in their eyes because I remember that twinkle, and we all have those dreams inside of us, and we're all capable. So they have to just see it to believe it, right? And I'm living proof. You could go for your dreams and make it happen.
She's like the best spokesperson for Monster Jam, by the way. We have to mention, I'm 5 feet tall. These are big trucks, and with it comes a big risk. That's why I don't have imposter syndrome. I wanted to get in this to talk about the safety aspect because you all do some massive jumps and tricks and flips, and there is a risk factor there.
Absolutely. And so that's what's so incredible about Monster Jam is because when we're on the floor, we want to just focus about driving, right? And the rest is covered. We are top to bottom covered in the finest safety equipment. These fire suits right here, they are 1, comfortable, but 2, here to protect us. And like I mentioned, we have a Hans device, we have our helmets, and even inside the truck, the way we are belted in, we are so snug, we're not going anywhere. So safety first, always, and then it's about having fun.
Yes, and ear protection if you're planning on coming out. Speaking of which, can we see you drive?
If you guys hang out, let's do it.
All right, so coming up a litlittle later in the hour, we're going to see Ashley get behind the wheel of Megalodon. Woo-hoo! How would you say it, like in your biggest Megalodon voice?
Megalodon.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there's a show tonight, 2 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday. Get your tickets now. The pit parties, though, those are starting to fill up, so you got to hurry and get those too. If you want to check it out, we'll have the details linked to our website, guys. Ashley, thank you. Cheers to you.
Thank
and
you
good
so
luck.
much. Thank you.
She ramps me up. I love this thing.
I know. And good day, Sacramento. We are at Golden One Center this morning. We are having so much fun talking about Monster Jam. It is back, and it is better than ever. And what I love about this event is the Golden One Center, if you see behind me, all that hardwood gets replaced with mud so fast, and then they have to turn it back over for Kings games in hours' time. It's pretty impressive what happens, but this weekend it's dedicated to Monster Jam. We have Weston Anderson, who is the driver of, you see it on his shirt, Gravedigger. You know Gravedigger. You know Gravedigger. Weston, good morning to you.
Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. All right, our North Carolina friend here. You have never been to Sacramento in Gravedigger, right?
No, never been. I've been out here on vacation. It is my first time for work.
Okay, awesome. Let's talk about the truck and what you are driving because I think it's hard to almost put it in perspective on TV, but this thing is 12,000 pounds. Let's talk about some of the specs of Gravedigger.
Absolutely. It's 12,000 pounds like you said.
Yeah.
It's about 1,500 horsepower.
Wow.
And if you see the body on Gravedigger, it's actually all hand painted. So it takes over 40 40 hours to paint that body, and we could tear it up in about 40 seconds.
Oh my gosh, and that's what I was gonna ask. So obviously you all do some amazing stunts, tricks, flips, you balance on tires, but there's a lot of crashes. So does this get flipped over every day so that it looks that brand new for every show?
Sometimes we'll patch it up a little bit, but we try and keep the truck looking as best as we can. And, you crash just about every single time we go out on the floor. So, it's something to expect whenever you're in this field of work.
Totally. And also let's talk about the risk, because these are massive. Y'all make it look so easy, but I know it isn't. As you said, 12,000 pounds. Some of the maneuvers you do are so impressive.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of hand-eye coordination, and I don't know where I got it from, because I would trip across a pebble on the sidewalk out there, but we could balance a truck up on the front, 2 BKT tires, on the side 2, sometimes even on none of them.
And how long have you been driving Gravedigger, and when did you really start getting into monster trucks? Because it's a big jump from some of the other, BMXers who have done that in their past and such like that.
Absolutely. So I've been driving Gravedigger for 4 years now, and a lot of people don't know my father, he created the truck in 1982. So he drove the truck for 36 years. My brothers took over, then my sister started driving, and now here I am keeping that torch lit and trying to keep the fans in the seats.
That is so awesome. Well, high five to you, my friend Weston Anderson. Thank you for coming to Sacramento.
Absolutely.
All right, we promised we would let you see Ashley Sanford, who's Rookie of the Year. She's the one in Megalodon.
All right, I'm going to show you how to do it. You go like this.
Okay, wait, I have to tell our
steady.
viewers.
Oh.
After this, I'm not saying anything because I won't be able to hear for 4 days. If you come, bring ear protection. Shows are tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, what do we do?
Take your finger and make it in a circle. Big one.
A big one. Okay,
In the
ready,
air,
everybody?
like that.
Here we go. Ashley Sanford and Megalodon!